Hello and welcome to Shooting Up North Indy Edition. I'm your host, Lewis Carlan. Thank you for joining me today. Very excited today because we have a young, up and coming star in the world of professional wrestling. He's a very good friend of mine. I'm very happy to welcome today the Wanderer, Wade Allan. Wade, welcome to the show, my man.
Thank you, Lewis. Thanks for having me on your show.
Hey, my pleasure, my pleasure. Before we get started, man, before we get into the wrestling questions, I just got to know. I saw on your Facebook page, you said that that you helped return a stolen bike. So I'd love to hear that story. How did you help return somebody's bike that got stolen?
Well, a guy that I work with, I seen him walking the one day, and he normally rides his bike, so I thought that was a little weird. And the next day, one of the other friends that we work with said he got his bike stolen. I looked across the street, and it was sitting at the drug house across the street from me. So I told him where it was. He came to get it, and the drug people were pretty mad that they lost a stolen bike because they're going to use it for parts.
Okay. Well, so
Yeah.
there's a drug house across the street from where you live.
Yeah.
Did I hear? Oh, geez. Is that why
Yeah.
I'm always seeing hashtag Meth Manor
Yeah,
on
Meth
your
Manor's,
Facebook page?
that's like my free television show. It's like
Okay.
it's like live PD but better.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, but no, it's good that you got the bike back, and
Yeah.
so I'm sure the person that got the bike back was very happy about that.
Well, it was an expensive bike too, so he's probably really happy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. So we're this pandemic is going on now, and actually I think we're just about through it. So how have you been holding up during this pandemic? I know things are starting to open up now, but and I know there's been no wrestling, so I know it's been tough for a lot of people. But what have you been doing to help yourself get through all this?
Mostly just been going for lots of walks and hikes. I've been watching a lot of the like History Channel stuff and basically
Yeah,
just trying to not go crazy, trying to
yeah,
keep
no, I
yourself
mean,
entertained.
no, absolutely. I see that you're training. Are you training with Justin Sane right now, aren't you?
I went to do the hills with him the one day because he posted it in
Okay.
his Instagram story. He said if anyone
Okay.
wanted to join, so I was like, well, that sounds like a good time. So
Yeah, that was
I
actually
did it.
the shirt you're wearing was just fantastic shirt, Savage as F. That was a terrific shirt, man. So what was it like doing those hills, man?
It was pretty good. It's like where he does it, it's pretty hot because the sun's right on the hill. But watching him work out, he definitely is a machine.
Yeah, and I just in case people are listening because there's no visual. When I said Savage as F, Wade was wearing a T-shirt that had a picture of Randy Savage on it, and it said as I don't want to say we're going to keep the show non-cursing, but it said as F on the bottom of it, but the whole word was spelled out. So that was really. Where did you get that shirt, man?
I had it custom made by one of my friends who makes t-shirts.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. I would maybe one day if you don't want the shirt anymore, you could send it to me. I wouldn't mind having it, man.
All right, I can maybe do that for you.
Okay, okay, man. So, already I know things are starting to open up, and I know you wrestled for numerous promotions before this whole stupid pandemic started. Have you heard about any promotions that might possibly have any upcoming shows that
Uh,
you could be involved with?
Not really, but I am trying to keep in touch with people because, well, I'm itching to get into a ring.
Yeah, no. So, are you training? Are you training again, or in the ring, or not yet?
Haven't started in the ring yet, but hopefully soon. Once the all that like stage 3 or whatever the heck it is on that pandemic stuff starts going, maybe it'll all open up again because
Yeah,
gyms aren't really open up
it
yet.
better all open. Yeah, no. I mean, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
I know. But it's all gonna end, man. Just hold in there, and you'll be in the ring, and you'll be knocking people out in no time. Um,
yeah.
so
It's just a matter
so
of
I know
time, Liz.
it's a matter of time, man. I know, and I still I still promise that I'm coming to see my first Wade Allen match. So yeah, you have that guarantee from me, man. And
It's gonna be a good
I
time.
know you. Yeah, I know where I'm in Windsor. I think you live in Hamilton, if I'm not mistaken.
Dunville. I'm 45 minutes
Dunville,
away
I'm
from
sorry,
Hamilton.
Dunville. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I will I'll make the trip. I'll take a few days off and I'll come out and watch you clothesline the hell out of a few people.
Or I'll
Um,
try to get booked down your way.
yeah, no, if you could
Yeah.
get booked at Border City Wrestling, that'd be phenomenal.
That
That'd
would
be
be crazy.
fantastic. or even crossbody. Have you heard? I know, and I'm going to go into a Holden Albright match a little later, but have you heard from crossbody? Is that a possibility? I mean, I think it'd be fantastic, even on the showcase series, just to get you started there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some feelers out and see what's going around.
Okay.
I've been to some
I
of the
mean,
showcase shows. They're great. Like, they're fun to be around, that's for sure.
oh, I mean, I've been watching them on YouTube. I know Ben puts them all up on YouTube, and they're just terrific shows. And I think you that would be a great spot for you, and then move up to the main roster. I mean, I think you're ready, and I'm sure you think you're ready. And if Ben's listening, Wade's ready. Book him. Book Wade on the showcase series, Ben, please. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it. So, so what if Ben is listening and on the strength of this he actually books you on the showcase series? Would you you would owe me you would owe me some I would want that shirt. That's what I would want. I would want the Savage SF shirt. How about we do that? If he
All
books
right,
you on the strength of me saying that, you give me that shirt. Is that a
all
deal?
right, I'll give you that shirt.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right, Ben, please. I'm gonna get in Ben's ear now. I'm gonna get in Ben's ear to book you on the show.
okay.
So you showed me one thing I missed though is the videos that you was sending me of all your matches, and hopefully that's going to start again soon once you get back in the ring. And you sent me a video of a new move that you are adding to your skill set. It's almost like the go to sleep, only you're holding the guy up backward and you just flip him and you hit him with your knee. And how did you come up with something like that?
Donovan Dijakovic uses it in NXT, the Feast Your Eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
that is. Yeah, I've seen it and I
Okay.
was like, I
Okay. I'm
think I
not.
can do this.
No, and you did it well. I mean, you just
Yeah.
you don't want to knock too many people out, though, man.
No,
But
it's
now
figuring out where your knee's supposed to go, right? That's the tricky part.
yeah, no, you got it. You got it, man. I think you showed me the video. You definitely have it down. And I'm sorry, I don't watch NXT, so I haven't seen him use that move. I thought that was a Wade Allen original, but I guess
Oh no,
yeah, I guess it's not. But no, but it's a great move, and is that going to be a new finisher?
it might be. Yeah, I'm gonna see how it
Okay.
works out.
All
I
right.
like it.
Do you have
That's for
another
sure.
name for it?
No,
You have
not
another
yet.
name for it yet, or you haven't? Okay.
Not yet.
All right.
Well,
Well,
when
you
it comes,
could
it comes.
after yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's cool, man. After the clothesline, you could pick people up, and then that could be a finisher, man.
Mhm.
So when wrestling finally does return, do you have an opponent that you'd like to step in the ring with, or it doesn't matter? You just want to step in the ring with anybody?
Anyone, anytime, any place. I'm willing to go.
All right, man. All right. So what about uh, excuse me. So, what do you think you need to get? What do you think you need to do to get to the next level? I know you're rising up in the ranks, but do you feel that there's something you need to do to get to, the level where something like a C4 will contact you, or like a Destiny Wrestling will contact you, or even Impact Wrestling when they come to Windsor to contact you? Do you feel that there's something that you would need to do in that aspect?
Well, seeing how the pandemic happened, some more ring time would be lovely. Maybe
Yeah.
get in a little bit better shape and like cardio wise, and then just figure out just a couple little things like how to put together some stuff, and then
Yeah.
just go full bore and see if they notice.
Yeah, no, and they trust me, they will. They will, man. You're definitely on your way, and I'm not shy. I'm not too shy to say I'm a big fan of Wade Allen, man.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm a big fan
like I
of
said,
you and
I
this
missed the
podcast.
videos that well, thanks, man. Thanks. Let's
Yeah.
let's have a virtual hug right now. Come here. Come here. Come
All
here,
right,
Wade.
there
Give
it
me a
is.
big hug. Come here. There it is, man. Um, okay, this is
I
actually
think that
funnier
was
than
the
RG
first
City. I know we were talking about RG City before we started
first
recording,
podcast
man.
hug. Yeah, I think we just had the first podcast
No, wait a
hug,
minute.
Lewis.
The first podcast hug, maybe in the history of podcasting.
Yeah,
That
there
could
you
have been. All right, man. So you have a match. Hold on a second. Okay, so you have a massive clothesline. Now we talked about the clothesline. Has anybody ever legitimately got hurt after you hit them with the clothesline? Because I'm pretty sure you hit the clothesline on Travis Moore a couple of times, and was he okay, or did anybody ever legitimately get hurt?
Yeah, Travis is perfectly fine after him. I've never had
Okay.
anybody say they've been hurt. I've seen some pretty red
Okay.
marks off people's chests before, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, because like you said, the last time I had you on, you said like you're throwing a baseball and you don't seem to hold back. And I mentioned Travis Moore. I know he's a little fella, and I just was wondering if he was able to take. But if he was able to take it, he's a tough little kid. I don't think
oh
I'd be
yeah,
able to take it if you hit me with one.
yeah. Travis Moore, he's one
Maybe.
hell of a tough guy, that's for sure. Like I've seen him take some stuff. He's tough.
Yeah, no. Did you see him on Impact Wrestling when he
Yeah,
because
like that was impressive.
he got brutalized by Josh Alexander, but yeah, no, he's a tough little kid. He's a tough little
Yeah,
kid,
he's
and
got lots of heart. I love that guy.
oh yeah, man,
One of my favorite people in
he's fun to
wrestling.
talk. Yeah, he's fun to talk to, man. Just
Hmm.
take it easy with him. Just take if
Oh
you,
yeah,
if you hit him with a close line, don't hit him too hard, please.
I'll just power bomb him into somebody
But
next time.
okay, Doc Richards, hit as hard as you want, though. Hit Doc Richards as hard as you want. But, but I'm just kidding. I like Doc Richards. I like
I like Doc Richards too. He's good people.
he's a good guy. I've had him on, and he's fun to talk to.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the match with Holden Albright. You had a big match with Holden Albright. And so how did that match? I think you said that match happened at last minute. And
Yep.
how did you feel after the match was over? I mean, because I know Holden Albright, the current crossbody wrestling world champion. So how did you feel after that match?
Uh, Pretty tired, but pretty good after it though. Like I felt like it went very well. Like it could have went a little bit better in some spots, but it went very well from what I was told from Holden. So that was good. He liked it.
Yeah,
He enjoyed working it.
yeah.
So
Did he have any advice? Did he have any advice for you, or offer any praise, or anything like that?
stay on my feet more, basically. Be a big guy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was a good. So like we mentioned crossbody, and that was I really enjoyed the match when I think did you sent me that match or I might have seen it on YouTube. I think you sent me that match.
Yeah, I sent you that match.
Against,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
think they posted it on their YouTube too.
yeah. So that really good match, and so you found out a few minutes before the match actually took place that it was going to be Holden Albright. Were you instantly nervous that oh my God it's Holden Albright, or were you like just more pumped
Well, I
up?
was nervous. I was pumped up, but I was pretty nervous because like it was probably 5 or 10 minutes before the show, and they still didn't have the opponent because I think the guy didn't show up that was supposed to wrestle. So then they kind of threw it all together real quick, and then we planned the match. I think 2 matches before the match actually happened. So like it was pretty quick.
Wow. So that then what once you hit the ring and like I mean stuff like that you have things happen on the fly and you get in the ring and you're looking directly across the ring it's Holden Albright. Like what's going through your mind? You're thinking, oh my God, I hope I remember everything, or well, what's happening in your head, man? Because Holden Albright is one of the top stars on the Ontario scene, so it must like you said you were nervous. It must have been really nerve-wracking when you stepped into the ring.
Yeah, it was one of those. Well, let's see how this goes kind of feeling, but let's try not to make it a train wreck because it was one of those kind of nervous
Well,
feelings.
yeah, sure. Well, it definitely was not a train wreck.
Yeah.
Definitely was not a train wreck. So when you're in the ring with the Holden Albright, are you hoping to learn some stuff? I know he said you have to stay on your feet more, but are you well, before you ask him for advice, are you thinking, gee, I hoping I can learn a few things? And what do you think? What do you hope to learn when you're in the ring with someone like a Holden Albright?
Pacing out a match. He paces out a match completely different than some of the other people I've been in the ring with. Like he feeds off the crowd
Okay.
differently. It's like a whole different style. It's great, really. Like
Yeah,
it's
man.
a
And
completely different thing. Like it's great. That's all I can say about it. Tons of praise
there
for
you go,
Holden.
man. You know, Holden's a good guy, and
Yeah.
he just drinks the white monsters, one too many white monsters.
Yeah.
He needs to calm down with those, man.
He might have calmed down now that the pandemic things
Uh,
happened.
yeah, he seems more mellow on Facebook when he's typing
Yeah.
up stuff. So he probably did stop with the white monsters. Funny story. I went to see what was a crossbody was at the Taco Fest,
Oh
and
yeah.
Holden Albright was teaming with Alexi Nicole and I think Gabriel Fuerza. And I told him beforehand that I was bringing White Monsters. So he's in the ring, match is about to start, and he just tells everyone to stop because I'm in the front row. He comes over to the ropes and goes, "Did you get my White Monsters?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I forgot to get them." He's like, "You didn't get the White Monsters?" I was like, "No, I'm sorry, I didn't pick them up yet." He goes, "Okay, fine." And he legitimately looked like he was getting upset with me. So I had to run out and find a convenience store. I got him 2 White Monsters, and he was happy afterwards. So that's my Holden Albright story.
You got to
So
feed the big bad
but
wolf, right?
he's yeah, no, I was I was getting a little nervous. I thought he was gonna come into the crowd and start biting my head or something, going through a white monster withdrawal or something like that.
Oh, you don't want that.
No, man, no.
No.
So I think I might have asked you this on the last interview, but I can't remember the answer. How did the Wanderer character originate?
Well, the Wanderer character, before I started training, I went to just go to shows wherever I could find them to go watch shows. So I'd be all over, and then people started noticing me going all over. Then I asked Rip Impact to help at a MCW show. And then it kind of just started snowballing from there. Just wandering around Ontario at a different show to help out, and people are starting to go,
Okay.
"Gee, you are everywhere." I'm like, "Yep." And then we seen on the back of a Jeep, "Not all who wander are lost," like on the back of a Jeep cover. And I was like, I like that.
Okay.
Yep. And that's
Okay.
basically where it started. Because
All
I've been
right. There you go. And,
yeah.
all right. Cool, man. So and you have a really good entrance music. How did you discover that?
Randomly on YouTube. That's basically what it
There you
was.
go, man.
I was typing in
It
songs of
fits you perfect,
baseball
man.
and
Fits you perfect.
yeah. Yeah, you just type in
Yeah.
songs for
So
baseball,
yeah.
and that's what came up.
All right. Well, I know
Yeah.
you're a big baseball fan. I know you're a big fan of the New York Mets. I'm just kidding. I know you're not a Met fan. I know you're not a Met fan. I know.
No,
No, you're not. It's
they're all
don't
right
tell me. I
though.
know what it's. Yeah. Don't tell me what I know. The Oakland A's, right? You're an Oakland
Yep,
A's fan. Okay.
yep.
There you go. There you go.
I'm an
So
Oakland A's and a
how do
Cardinals
you feel
fan.
about the upcoming Oakland A's and the Cardinals? Well, the Mets beat the
Defense and
Cardinals.
pitching.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'm big Mets fan and a big Red Sox fan. Anything against the Yankees, that's the team I basically root for.
Oh,
So
I'm on the same
Mets and
plane
Red
as you
Sox.
on that one.
Uh,
Anybody but the
I
Yankees.
just absolutely anyone but the Yankees. So I'm glad we're in agreement on that. So baseball season's coming back. It's gonna be I think a 60-game season. How you feeling about it?
It's gonna be one hell of a show, that's for sure. It's gonna be a race. They're gonna be
Yeah, I
all
mean
out.
it's six. I know 60-game season. It's anybody's race now. Anyone can get to the. Are they going to be Do you know if there's going to be crowds or they're going to be playing in front of empty stadiums or you're
I,
not sure?
I think it's empty stadiums. Oakland's doing a thing where you pay $50 and they'll put a picture of you in the crowd. And then if you pay like $150 or something like that, they do a cutout of you in foul territory. And if the foul ball hits you, they send you the ball. So like that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of weird though for the players to be playing in front of a bunch of cardboard cutouts though.
Yeah, in complete silence. That must like
Complete.
like that'd be like going back to being a
Well,
child in baseball, right? Like
yeah, no, yeah. So
yeah.
so what's your opinion on the on pro wrestling shows in front of no crowds? I know there's a lot of that going on.
The first couple were a little weird, but then it just kind of seemed normal again. Like you know what I mean? Like the first show, it was like, well, this is really different. The WrestleMania seemed really weird just because it's WrestleMania. it should have people there, but it's
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean I've been watching Impact. Impact, they're doing a really good job with no crowd. I know AEW. Actually, AEW, they have. I think their wrestlers. I think they're allowing some fans in AEW now.
Yeah,
A
they're like
small
in the
amount.
farther, like the way back
Yeah,
part by the looks of it when you see their
yeah.
crowd.
So it's slowly coming back. It's slowly.
Yeah.
I think I think they're even doing indie shows. I think in Indiana right now, where
Yeah.
they're limiting it to like 30 or 40 people. They should start doing that here in Ontario. I'm sorry. I mean, if they could do shows with 30, 40 people and they're all wearing masks and they're all socially distanced, I think it would work. I think it would be fine.
Yeah,
Well,
GCW did like a show yesterday in someone's backyard, and then there was a show that was like a drive-in show, and it's like, why can't we get
yeah.
any
So
of
there are
these
ways.
types of things?
Yeah, there are ways of doing it. I know. There's Backyard Pro. I'm not sure who's running that.
That stuff is really
I was
fun
watching
to
some of
watch.
that. No, it is. I was watching
Yeah.
the Jody Thread as this wild animal, and I think so. I forgot what the match was, but somebody just made a call like whoop whoop, and then she came running out
Oh,
of
it
the like
was
out of the forest.
Barry Wire versus Gringo XL. That's what it was. It
Okay.
was like a
Oh, that's
casket
right.
match
That's
or
right.
something. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was Albright.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Big
fun.
props
Alexa.
to Von Vertigo for putting effort into the Backyard Pro, because he's the guy behind it.
Oh, okay. Okay. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
I know.
And everybody else involved with it, they did a great job. Like,
Yeah,
so
I mean
much
it's like that's cool. And like you mentioned, if they do a drive-in show where everyone's in their I guess in their cars or they
just pull up, open the back hatch. That's what GCW did.
Yeah,
It looked
there you
like a
go.
great time.
There you go, man. They should get that going here. They should get that going here, man. Man. Anyway, I just want wrestling to come back, man.
Same here, Lewis.
What in your opinion, what's the greatest match of all time? I know you've been posting a lot of matches on your Facebook page, but your opinion, the greatest match in the history of professional wrestling.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm gonna do a top 3 instead of the greatest
All
one.
right, you can do a top 5 if you want.
Okay. In no particular order, I'm gonna say the Bret Hart Shawn Michaels Iron Man match at WrestleMania. I really enjoyed that one as a kid. The Cactus Jack Triple H hardcore match that they did at, I think it was a Royal Rumble.
Okay.
And then there's I always enjoyed the Rockers versus the Oriental Express at Royal Rumble 91. That match was just great. That's 3. So,
yep.
That's tricky. I'm gonna just stick with those 3 for now.
What about Steamboat versus Savage at WrestleMania 3?
Oh, that one's up there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one just goes without saying. That's just a masterpiece of wrestling.
Absolutely. Did you ever see the original War Games match? The match beyond 1987 Great American Bash?
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. I've watched a whole whack of War Games before.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to see that, was the Four Horsemen and James J. Dillon against Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, the Road Warriors, and Paul Ellering in a double steel cage, and the wrestlers come in one at a time. There's like the 2-minute time intervals, and it's just a phenomenal match. One of the greatest I've ever seen.
Well, I'll be looking that one up when we're done here because I'm a big Road Warriors fan. So
yeah, that was the crowds were just absolutely on fire. They just blew the roof off the building for that match. Also, Roddy Piper versus Hulk Hogan, war to settle the score. Have you ever seen that one?
Oh, that was a good one too. Piper versus Bret Hart. That was a great one.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I miss Roddy Piper, my personal favorite wrestler after Wade Allen. I don't want to get you upset, but after Wade Allen, Roddy Piper is my all-time favorite wrestler. And when he was doing the Piper's Pit, I grew up. I was a kid when he was heel in the WWF, and doing the Piper's Pit, and I grew up with that. So that was a great time to be a wrestling fan, man.
I grew up watching those on VHS, so I know what you're talking about. Those were great.
Oh man. So what's your favorite Wade Allen match of all time? I know there's been some good ones.
I'm gonna say Again, the top three is one with Tyler Arrow that hadn't happened in Tottenham at a street festival that only the people at the street festival saw, and you, because I sent it to you.
Okay.
I wrestled Clay Wilson at an HPW show. And it was the same day as my birthday. That show was really great.
Okay.
And the Holden Albright match. Those are my top three favorite matches.
There you go. I really enjoyed the match against Liam Worldwide. That was a really good match
that
as
one
well.
was also fun. And teaming with Doc Richards against Empire and the MCW 4-way or 6-way tag match with Doc Richards. That was the first time I was a face. Boy, was that fun.
Okay. Yeah, no. I mean, I know I mentioned it before, and I mentioned it to Doc when he was on the show. You guys as a tag team are just fantastic, and I hope that tag team is not done. I hope you guys I hope the Lost Boys are still going to team in the future.
Oh, same here. I'm a big fan of wanting to tag with Doc Richards. We get along, got the same sense of humor. It just makes it easier.
And you guys have great chemistry together in the ring.
Yeah.
It's like when you sent me the video of you guys, it was like you guys were teaming for years and years. That's what it seemed like. So you guys have terrific chemistry. That was the first time
we've ever tagged together, including like practice matches or anything. It was just, that's what we're doing. I was like, okay.
There you go, man. It's the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Ben, book the Lost Boys. Book the Lost Boys. So
we will come as we are.
There you go. So I'm gonna name a few legends, and maybe you could give me your thoughts on them if that's cool.
Okay.
All right. We'll start with one that I know you're a big fan of, so I put him on the list. Stan Hansen.
Legend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So like if it was Stan Hansen versus Wade Allen in a clothesline versus clothesline match, who's winning that match?
Oh, I'd be 6 feet under. I guarantee that.
That'd be a good match. Actually. Just go clothesline for clothesline. In front of a New Japan Pro Wrestling crowd, just going clothesline for clothesline, and just hearing the oohs and ahs of each clothesline. What about I don't have him on the list, but do you think you could take a shot from? Do you watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, by the way?
I watch some of it, yeah. I'm in and out of watching it.
Okay. Are you familiar with Tomohiro Ishii?
Oh yeah, that guy is intense. He has one face.
I was thinking, do you think
angry?
Yeah, I was thinking, do you think he could take a clothesline or a chop to the throat from Tomohiro Ishii?
I would take it. I don't know if my body would like it, but I would take it.
Oh my God, that guy! He throws I think he's the stiffest guy in professional wrestling, man.
And his face is just one. It doesn't change. It's amazing.
Yeah, just the Stone Pitbull, man. Stone Pitbull. Bam Bam Bigelow. What about Bam Bam Bigelow?
One of the most agile dudes I've ever seen. That's for sure. I would love to do anything with that guy. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace, Bam Bam. He was terrific. When I remember when he first came to the WWF, and I instantly became a fan, and I so badly wanted him to become the next WWF champion, but unfortunately that never happened. I always thought he was going to turn heel on Hogan, but he never did, and then he ended up his matches with Taz in ECW. Have you seen those matches? Those are
so good. ECW had so many matches that people don't remember that were so great.
Yeah, I mean, I used to live in Queens, so they used to come to the Queens Elk Lodge, and so I would see the original shows. And I remember, I might have told you the story on one of the shows. It was at Taz versus the Young Lion Chris Jericho, and it was before Chris Jericho was Chris Jericho, and Jericho got choked out in like 3 minutes. So he did good for like 3 minutes, but then Taz just locked him in the chokehold, and people behind me screaming, "Oh, it's over! It's all over!" And he choked out Chris Jericho. But I used to love those shows, man. And they would spill out onto the Queens Boulevard. It was a big boulevard, like a 10-lane boulevard, and the match would spill out onto where cars would have to stop. It was just crazy time, man. But
Was that when it was on TNN ECW?
oh, it was before that. It used to
Oh,
be
it was
on.
before that? Okay.
It was before on New York. It used to be on the Madison Square Garden channel at that 1 o'clock in the morning. They had an hour time slot at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay.
I would always stay up and watch. I would stay up on Saturday, and watch from 1 to 2, and it was just great stuff. I instantly became a fan. The first episode I ever saw that, I became a fan immediately. It was just a tremendous little promotion. So what about Terry Funk, another ECW guy?
That guy is impressive. He still does stuff occasionally. He just middle-aged and crazy is like the perfect name for him. And I ordered an action figure of Terry Funk the other day too. So like this is a cool conversation.
Yeah, no. So you mentioned action figures. You have a tremendous collection of action figures, don't you?
Yeah.
Like how many?
Pretty big collection actually.
Like how many action figures? How many action? Because I know on Facebook you're always posting, oh, I scored with this one, or I scored with that one, or and you're always posting new figures. I wish I could collect, but I kind of have to sneak them in because my wife doesn't think I should be buying toys. So
my wife's
I do have a couple
giving it to me.
Yeah, no, I have a couple of Funko Pops because they're easy to sneak in. But if I get like a bigger doll, it'd be tough to sneak in. But how many do you have? How many? What's the total amount that you have?
I would say there's probably like over 100 loose figures out on shelves, and then probably about 60 boxed things on the wall. And then I have a couple boxes with stuff that aren't out, like Hasbro's and older toys.
There you go, man. No, that's cool. I mean, if I was allowed, or if I was single, I'd have there'd be toys all over the place. I'd have toys. I'd have millions and millions of toys that I would be playing with every day. As a 50-year-old man would be on the floor having matches with his little toys.
Why not, right? There's always a little inner kid in you somewhere.
Yeah, no, I'd have my own. I'd have my own promotion with all the dolls that I have, and I would inter promotion matches I would have, and it would be now I kind of miss being young. You know what I'm gonna do is the hell with it. I'm gonna stop buying toys. I don't care. I'm gonna start bringing them in. If I get yelled at, I get yelled at, and I'll just say Wade Allen said I could buy them. Is that cool?
Oh yeah, that's cool with me, Lewis. You gotta do what you like, right?
There you go, man. What about Abdullah the Butcher? And would you get in the ring with Abdullah the Butcher?
Nope. No chance. I would not get stabbed with a fork.
Yeah. When I growing up, he was the one wrestler I was legitimately afraid of, was Abdullah the Butcher. But I was watching a shoot interview, and he said he actually never stuck the fork into anybody's head, and he would always like he showed how he did it, so nobody actually really got stabbed with a fork. Maybe accidentally once or twice, but he said if he actually stabbed people with the fork, he would kill them. Yeah. But no, I mean, if you hit him with a couple clotheslines, you could probably knock him out.
You gotta knock him down first. It's like the big redwood, right? You gotta chop him down.
Chop him down to size. What about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
I met him once. He's super nice. I don't even think I'd be able to keep up with him cardio wise. That guy, even nowadays, he still moves pretty well.
He's still got it, man. He's still got it. But his matches against Flair were just out.
The WCW matches?
Insane. Oh yeah. WCW, and I don't know if you ever seen it matches before the 80s, because I know he had a feud with Flair from 78 to 79 in Mid-Atlantic. Those matches were just absolutely sickly insane.
Yeah, I'll have to look up some of the Mid-Atlantic stuff.
They're on YouTube. One match actually had Andre the Giant as a special guest referee, and that match was
the world's biggest referee.
Yeah, the world's biggest. Speaking of which, thoughts on Andre the Giant?
The most impressive person, and like the most wanting to know anything you can about him. Like the most interesting person in wrestling. Like just how he got to Towns and anywhere is impressive.
There you go, man. And
Yeah.
I saw one live. I was at one show where he was on the card, and he was just absolutely impressive to see live, man.
Yeah.
And his opponent happened to be Hulk Hogan, so it was really cool. When
Oh,
Hogan
that'd be cool.
it was back in 1980. My dad took me, and main event was Andre versus Hogan, and Andre, of course, won the match. But it was a great time, great wrestler, and it's kind of sad when he passed away. But did you watch the documentary?
Yes, I did. That was I made sure to record it too, so I can watch it anytime because that is a great documentary.
Yeah, no, I purchased it, and I could watch it 100 times, and I'll still get teary-eyed at the end, man. Just watch it. So.
I know what you mean on that one. That was one heck of a tearjerker at the end, that's for sure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I still have to get Andre the Giant Funko Pop. So there's I can't find. I know they've had them out, and they're tough to find, or I think they're very expensive now.
They have the original size, and then they made like the bigger sized version of them too. So like there's like the 1-up size, so it's even bigger.
Is it life size version? Is it a life size version?
It's like it's like 2 times the size of what a Funko Pop normally is.
Okay.
It's pretty big. If I find a link, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I know they're pretty expensive now. I was looking for a Roddy Piper also, but I see them online for like $100, and I don't think I could spend that much for a Roddy Piper. But I do have a Ric Flair. I did get a Ric Flair one, so I'm kind of happy with that.
Did you get the green jacket or the red jacket?
It's the red jacket.
Yeah, that one's a nice one.
Yeah, there's a green jacket one too. I didn't know that.
They've put out 2 different Ric Flairs, and then they put out one with him and Charlotte where they're both gold, and that one's pretty cool too.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's on the WWE shop site.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I know, like I was excited when they came out with the New Japan ones, but I think they kind of stopped that. I got the Young Bucks, Cody and Kenny Omega. I would love to get like a Tetsuya Naito or a Kazuchika Okada Funko Pop. I don't think they're going to be making
one. Would be pretty cool.
Oh, Ishii would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Hiromu Takahashi would be cool. Hopefully they'll come out.
An evil one would look even cool too.
Oh my God! Or Sonata with the mask.
Yeah,
Sonata would be that'd be sweet.
Or a Bad Luck Fale.
Shoot, I'm gonna have to write a letter to New Japan Pro Wrestling and tell them to get their act together. They gotta get some Funko Pops out, man.
Yeah, they need that.
Are you watching Impact Wrestling now?
Yep, I've been watching it pretty frequently lately.
Okay. Do you have any predictions on who might show up at Slammiversary?
I'm hoping it's Eric Young. That's my hope.
Yeah. I think we're going to see Eric Young. I know Gallows and Anderson, reports said that they have signed already. So them against the North would be absolutely crazy, insanely fantastic.
Oh, that'd be a great matchup.
I know I believe Eric Young. I truly believe EC3 is going to be showing up. It's an exciting time for Slammiversary.
And Bully Ray's available too, so you never know.
Yeah, Bully Ray. I just did a whole podcast. On Bully Ray being available. So Bully Ray, Ace and Eights. It's an exciting time to be an Impact Wrestling fan. Slammiversary is going to be just full of surprise and fantastic, man.
It's getting very interesting, that's for sure.
Absolutely, man. So what's the one dream match for Wade Allen? Who's the one guy out there that you hope to wrestle before your career ends?
In Ontario or like anywhere?
Anywhere on Earth.
Like anyone?
Anyone.
Well, in Ontario, I would say either Steve Brown or Hacker. I would want to wrestle one.
Okay.
If I could pick anybody in the world, I'd probably pick Kevin Steen.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that'd be my pick.
All right, there you go, man. Super. So, Steve Brown, he was Wheels, wasn't he? He was Wheels on Impact Wrestling, wasn't he?
Yep.
Wheels Diener. That was a great match. That was at the Diener compound. Hopefully, hopefully we'll see Wheels again. That was a good match, man. So,
I would like to wrestle Mark Wheeler too.
Mark Wheeler, another really really talented wrestler here on the Ontario scene.
Too. I would really like to wrestle him or Justin Sane, but I know I'd get out cardioed so fast.
Well, he's insane. I think he would out cardio anybody.
Yeah, he out cardios like 4 people.
Yeah, I mean he could, he could probably out cardio the entire WWE, NXT, and Impact Wrestling roster. So he's
Yeah, I would like to see him and Josh Alexander in an Iron Man match. I think that would be amazing.
that would be really good. That would be really good. Who else is also Kobe Durst? I think he might have wrestled Kobe Durst. I think him against Kobe Durst would be a great match as well.
Oh, that would be a dandy match. That'd be so good.
Yeah, man. So before we wrap this up, I know you mentioned on Facebook that you have some merchandise coming out. So I don't know if you want to plug your merchandise, if you want to plug your social media, but now's your time to plug away in anything you like, man.
You can find me on Instagram at Wade Allan. You can also find me on Twitter at Wade Allan. You can find me on Facebook if you want at Wade Buswell. I'll add you to it probably. I will be having new merch coming out when we get shows back. That's pretty much about it. There is going to be a lot of new merch actually. I have some ideas. It's going to be good. I might be putting up a Pro Wrestling Tees store soon, so I'll keep people posted about that. Things are going to happen.
All right. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Wade. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And wrestling will be back, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. And you're definitely on your way, and you're definitely going to be a star in the world of professional wrestling, man.
Thank you, Lewis. I can't wait to the next podcast.
Yeah, you'll anytime you want, man. You just let me know that we get the scheduling down, and I'd always love to have you on the show, man.
Sounds like a plan, Lewis.
All right, sounds good, man. Take care, buddy. Well, this has been Shooting Up North in the Indie Edition. I'm your host, Lewis Carlan, and until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.